From downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Harm has been done. It must stop.
Parents in my district email me thousands at a time, afraid of this bill.
Your control over your child's education could be changing as lawmakers in Olympia push for changes to the Parents' Rights Initiative. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. Those arguments you just heard were made at 2 a.m. early Thursday morning, capping off an hours-long debate in the State House of Representatives that began the night before. Now, the debate was centered around Initiative 2081. Also known as the Parents' Bill of Rights. It outlines 15 specific rights for parents in their child's education, such as transparency in curriculum or of mental health services their child is receiving in school. Now Democrats are pushing to make revisions to that bill. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yards joined us in studio tonight with what they're trying to do.
Jordan, this is a complicated issue that has both sides riled up, with some fearing it will take away parental control, while others feeling this is what is needed to ensure the well-being of students in Washington. In this legislative session, 2 bills moved through each chamber intended to make revisions to the Parents' Rights Initiative. First, there was Senate Bill 5181, focused on amending the initiative to align with current state and federal law. Then came House Bill 1296, a more detailed proposal that extends more rights to students and school employees. Both have since made it through their respective chambers, but not without intense debate. House Democrats and Republicans spoke passionately during a 6-hour debate on your rights as a parent and those of your child.
Tonight, this is about our heart. We need to do what's right for our kids.
What the Parents' Bill of Rights does is it creates clarity, not confusion.
The bill in question reverses several parts of the Parents' Rights Initiative and instead establishes more student rights, requiring public schools to establish a students' rights statement and adopt policies that support gender-diverse students.
Not letting the parents know what's going on, to me, is unconscionable.
Brian Haywood, founder of Let's Go Washington, a sponsor of the Parents' Rights Initiative, is already working on a proposal to repeal this bill.
And I really don't believe that any school employee can love or know or care about a child in the same way that a parent can.
For him, the Parents' Rights Initiative gives parents the rights they deserve. Others are concerned of the current impact it is having on students.
And if we continue down that path, my fear is that we really risk undoing decades of public health progress that we've made.
For Robin Pickering, professor of public health at Gonzaga University, these amendments are a step in the right direction.
But we need to be doing more to kind of elevate those expert opinions.
Each chamber will now review the other's bill. If approved, it will go to the governor to be signed into law. You can find the full text for these bills and the Parents' Rights Initiative on KXLY.com. In studio, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
All right, Alexandra, thank you for that. And Washington State University is among several universities around the country to get a warning from the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights. And this came in the form of a letter late Friday, which issued a warning to universities about discrimination based on race, skin color, or where a person comes from. The letter specifically references white and Asian students being treated unfairly in the areas of admissions, financial aid, and hiring. The DOE claims that some schools are finding backdoor methods to use race to make decisions like favoring essays or activities that hint at a student's background. They warn that universities must treat all students equally or risk losing government funding. When we reached out to WSU about this, they said that they had been notified of this investigation and are, quote, reviewing the notification and will cooperate with any inquiry that may occur. Well, here's a live look from our Skycam of a soggy Spokane. This morning's snow has melted away, but today's wet weather has no match for this afternoon's celebrations. Thousands gathered in downtown Spokane today wearing their favorite green outfit for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And the event, again, hosted by the Friends of St. Patrick, including festive music and even some traditional Irish dancing that you saw there. All to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, which is this Monday. Some people seem to enjoy themselves, rather, at the parade. We had a couple of colleagues over there, despite this great weather outside. So I think a green rain jacket would be your best bet this holiday weekend. We'll send it over to Jason Valentine for a look at what's ahead here.
You know, Jordan, we had a little of everything today. We had some thunder and lightning near Colville. We had some graupel, which is kind of soft hail, winds, rain, and then we woke up to snow. We might see another bit of snow overnight. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Beautiful evening. We're starting to settle down a little bit less shower activity, a little bit less wind. A packed Spokane arena with the Spokane Chiefs tonight. So we are looking at more shower activity late tonight. Right around midnight, we're going to see more rain. Then it's going to switch to rain-snow mix yet again. So you could wake up to a little bit more of that snow that we saw this morning. My goodness, it is the final weekend of winter. It will transition, though, to plain old rain as we move along into our afternoon hours. So we are getting that break, and winds are slowly starting to slow down. They're going to slow down to around 10 miles per hour. Overnight, we were seeing gusts up to 41 miles per hour just a couple hours earlier. So a little bit nicer, but we have another round of showers on the way. So our spring countdown, as Jordan said, St. Patrick's Day is 2 days away. Spring is going to happen on Thursday. So we are counting down the final days to the spring equinox. So we are staying cool, though, as we are moving towards that day. And hey, the Mariners' home opener and opener overall was 12 days away. So quite a lot going on. So the kind of technical term for today's weather was, well, gross. Hopefully we'll see some better weather on the way. I'll get you ready for your Sunday and your final few days of winter in my full forecast that's coming up.
We're looking forward to it. Jason, thank you for that. At least 28 people have died after a cross-country storm brought widespread dangerous winds and tornadoes. More than 30 tornadoes reported across 6 states: Mississippi, Louisiana, Missouri, and Alabama hardest hit. And in Oklahoma now, powerful winds have helped fuel wildfires that have scorched more than 170,000 acres amid dry conditions. Here's ABC's Johnny Fernandez with the details tonight.
Parts of the Deep South dealing with violent long-track tornadoes as a powerful storm system makes its way through the country. Particularly dangerous situation, tornado watches and warnings issued for much of Mississippi and Alabama, as well as parts of eastern Louisiana. In Mississippi, a tornado emergency declared just west of Hattiesburg. Dramatic video captures the moments a tornado hit Tylertown. In Missouri, the skies in St. Louis lit up by multiple lightning strikes. West of the city, this truck driver pulled over to wait for the storm to pass when a twister touched down.
Everything went black. I turned on my headlights and my brights, and right after I did that, something hit the side of the truck, just flipped it over and blew up.
ABC's Matt Rivers is in Villa Ridge, Missouri.
Some of the buildings hit just a total loss. The windows in that Burger King, they're blown out, and look at what's left of this convenience store. The roof entirely torn off, shattered glass everywhere, and this is just a sample of some of the destruction we've seen.
About an hour away, this tornado captured on video at a gas station in Rolla. This row of businesses there ripped apart. This tractor trailer knocked on its side. In Louisiana, trees brought down and at least 30 homes were damaged after a tornado swept through the town of East Fork. In Arkansas, a tornado survey team has found damage in Cave City consistent with winds of 165 miles per hour. Meanwhile, in Oklahoma, wildfires have burned more than 170,000 acres and destroyed nearly 300 structures. About 20 miles west of Tulsa, in Manford, smoke billowing in the sky, the flames being fueled by powerful winds. The mayor says at least 24 homes were lost there. Johnny Fernandez, ABC News, New York.
Well, closer to home here tonight. With the WCC Championship under their belt, the Gonzaga Bulldogs have locked in a spot for their 26th straight NCAA tournament appearance.
And since that win, they've kind of just been playing the waiting game, but the wait is coming to an end. That's Selection Sunday tomorrow, where they're going to find out their fate on who they play, where they play, and what seed they will be. But until then, it's all possibilities and projections. Gonzaga right now is projected to be anywhere from a 5 seed to a 9 seed, but most analysts have them between a 6 and an 8. ESPN Bracketology has been kind of swapping them around since these non-conference tournaments are ending this week. They have them playing at sites like Wichita, Lexington, and Cleveland. Right now, they sit at a projected 7 seed in ESPN's Bracketology in Providence. But it all fluctuates again because of those teams finishing out their seasons, and those outcomes can have an effect on where Gonzaga is placed. As of today, Gonzaga is also 8th in the net rankings and has 5 quad 1 wins. Those are all important factors in determining a tournament seed. But once we do find out where they're headed, we're going to push a notification straight to your phone, so make sure you download the 4 News Now app and turn those notifications on. And then tomorrow after 4 News Now at 6, you can head to KXLY Plus, where Jack Wallace and I will be breaking down everything to know about the Zags and their opponent before the start of March Madness and the start of all the craziness and the bracket making and all the discussions that make this kind of 3-week stretch so fun.
Do you want to hear something awesome? Is you have a 1 in 9.2, I think it was what, quintillion chance of a perfect bracket? So this is the year.
Who's going to do it? I just sense it's going to happen in Spokane for some reason.
I'm feeling good about it. Okay, we're going to keep you updated on that. In the meantime, still to come here tonight, the rescue mission in space. A Spokane astronaut in orbit to bring home 2 crew members who have been stuck up there for 10 months. Details on that remarkable mission ahead here. And the call to 911 in the Moscow murders case now made public 27 months after 4 University of Idaho students were murdered. We'll tell you why the defense did not want a jury to hear it coming up.
And again, we saw almost everything with our weather today. I'll get you prepared for more rain to rain-snow mix overnight. You're watching 4 News Now. Stick with us, everyone.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it.
Right now, you can lease a rugged new Toyota Tacoma with advanced tech for just $259 per month. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
So, how's college?
Well, I've been researching diseases impacting wheat.
Sustainable infrastructure.
Building and leading a skilled team.
You? Leading a team?
So right now we're sort of just focusing on the tensile strength of advanced polymers while under variable loads. Here, hand me those toothpicks.
To make sure we have food to eat. Our businesses in Idaho stay competitive worldwide.
Our bridges stand the test of time.
Wow, glad we've got you on the job.
This year, turn your backyard into a fun, relaxing paradise. From Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs and swim spas. Made right here in the United States by Cal Spas.
Looking to save on internet and mobile? Get the best of both with Xfinity. Because now you can get Xfinity Internet with unlimited mobile included for $25 a month for the first year. And unlock faster, secure Wi-Fi at home and on the go with Wi-Fi Power Boost. Plus, when you switch from Verizon or AT&T, save over $1,000 in your first year and get a free 5G phone. Switch today and save on internet and mobile. Only with Xfinity.
Welcome back. In the University of Idaho murders case, we're getting a clear picture into the panic and the fear the morning the victims' bodies were found in this off-campus home in Moscow. The 911 call that's been sealed for more than 2 years was released to the public Friday afternoon, and we are about to play a portion of that call, and we do want to warn you, it is difficult to listen to. It comes 27 months after these 4 University of Idaho students were murdered in their home, and we now know it was one of the roommates who made the call at 11:55 a.m., nearly 8 hours after the murders took place. During that call, the surviving roommates, along with a friend, go to check on one of the victims who they thought was just unconscious. And again, we do want to warn you, this next clip may be difficult to listen to.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, we gotta go check. But we have to. Did you pass out? Up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
And neither the defense nor the state wanted this call to be released, and that's why it's been sealed for over 2 years now. Now the state wants it admitted as evidence that could be used during the trial. To see why the defense is against it and to listen to the full call yourself, you can head to our website, KXLY.com. Coming up here, we'll show you video out of West Texas tonight where crews from around the country are helping battle wildfires against high winds and dust storms. Plus, when we come back, a beloved Chicago tradition turned 60 this year. He will show you everything you need to know about that celebration coming up. You're watching 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer.
I'm Donnie, and I'm not, but I am an advocate.
So am I.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
Seriously injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
That's us.
All of us.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
This year, if you'd like to make your backyard fun and entertaining with a new swim spa or a relaxing new hot tub, then you need to visit Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs in the region. Featuring Cal Spas, one of the only hot tubs made in the USA that offers the highest quality of pumps and massage jets with stylish cabinet options at the best volume pricing in the market. Quality Spas of Spokane. Life's just better in a spa.
Indulge in wonderful dining at Mistaqua Casino Hotel.
Welcome back. Take a look at this video from Illinois. This is video of a barn that collapsed from the strong winds they saw overnight. Those severe winds and storms left a trail of damage across the Chicago area. That's going to be a headache to clean up there. The weather conditions did not, however, stop people from taking part in the Windy City's cherished St. Patrick's Day tradition. This morning, the city of Chicago dyed the river green in honor of the holiday this Monday. It's the 60th year that the waters will run green in Chicago, and we've got some family out there. I found out it only takes 5 gallons of dye to make that entire river green like that.
It's concentrated.
Yes, super power. Yeah, concentrated dye. So that's my useless anecdote that you can all use at parties.
You ever been to Chicago? I hear it's a fun town.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Deep dish pizza, I've been saying for years, Spokane's got to get one.
Okay.
So, if anyone has any good recommendations, let me know.
All right, business owners, look ahead. Also, we're looking at, we saw everything today, Jordan. Snow on the ground this morning. You said you were surprised by that. I'm sure a lot of people were. You could see a little bit more, but a better chance of just wetness, rain, snow mix overnight. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Final weekend of winter. Again, we have some wet roads throughout our areas, and we're quite chilly, and we're going to be staying chilly a little bit below our average for this time of year as we're moving into the next couple of days at least. So winds are going to be dying down overnight. We had some heavy winds. We're still seeing a little bit of wind out there. I'll get to that in a bit. Rain snow mix overnight. Looks like maybe right around midnight, and it should be persisting till the very early mornings tomorrow. Drier work week ahead and staying chilly into spring. That hits us on Thursday. So we do have a little bit of a break from the shower activity, at least for the Spokane area. Still rumbling a little bit through Sandpoint. If you look right here, just a little bit of lightning happened between Colville and Sandpoint. So there is a chance of seeing a little bit of lightning with these showers that are coming in overnight. So if you hear a little bit of thunder, don't be surprised. Here's our forecast radar so you can see the time up there. As we get to around midnight, we're going to see rain to rain snow mix to a little bit of freezing rain, maybe just a hint of it, but nothing too significant. Then as we move along into 2 a.m., more of that rain snow mix. It should pretty much move out of here, maybe right around 6 a.m., just a few more vestiges, and then that's going to be moving out. And then as we get to the afternoon, just like today, we're going to see some off and on scattered showers, but we should see some sun breaks in there as well. And the thing should be clearing up quite nicely by the time we get to Monday. And we have chances of a little bit of rain possible Tuesday, Wednesday, but not really too sustained. So tonight really is our last sustained showers for some time. So let's take a look at those winds. We're still seeing gusts 29 mph Spokane Valley and Spokane. Other than that, we're starting to slow down wind-wise, and we do expect to see around 10 mph winds starting in the next couple of hours, and that'll persist overnight into tomorrow. So a little bit of breeze, but none of the gusts we've been seeing today. And as I said, our average for this time of year is around 49. We are going to be below that consistently for the week ahead. So these cool conditions are going to be continuing. We hope to break out and get back to those 50s and maybe 60s the following week. Tomorrow, very chilly, and again, could see a little bit of electricity throughout our areas. So just get ready for another chilly day. So here's our week ahead. Again, shower activity overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, then spotty showers. As we move along, we're going to see some sunshine, and again, maybe just a hint of shower activity popping up. But by the time we get to our next weekend, starting Friday, we have another good chance of shower activity, and yes, maybe even some more rain snow mix as we dip below the freezing mark yet again. So get ready for, again, final couple of days of winter. Get ready for more shower activity, rain snow mix overnight, drying up but staying cool for that week ahead.
All right, Jason. And hey, it may seem like warm, dry weather is in the distant future, but the time to start thinking about a wildfire readiness plan is now. Spokane County Fire District 3 is partnering with the Washington State Department of Natural Resources to introduce their Wildfire Ready Neighbors program. Now, this plan is designed to help you reduce wildfire risks with personalized resources, expert advice, and property assessments. We've got the link to the survey on our website, KXLY.com. Right now, wildfires in Texas are moving quickly through the western part of the state because of high winds in the area. Those winds ripped off the roof of a Texas fire department and left drivers with very little visibility on the road Friday. There are currently 2 local crews out of Washington helping to fight these fires near Abilene, and the Washington DNR crew out of Spokane, as well as another crew out of Okanogan County. And we're wishing them a very swift recovery in firefighting efforts over there. And when we return, local wine stores are worried over new tariffs on European alcohol. Why they say it will impact what's on their shelves and what's in your glass. And President Trump promises a new era for the Justice Department, the agency that tried to convict him less than a year ago. His remarks coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Oh, are you all right?
Hardly. I stubbed my toe really bad.
Ouch, I hate that. Still, we should get this beauty back to Northern Quest before they send out a search party. Wow, such chivalry.
Yeah? Must have hit my head. Oh. Oh.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
This year, turn your backyard into a fun, relaxing paradise. From Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs and swim spas. Made right here in the United States by Cal Spas.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Start with the most exciting game on hardwood. Add the best ballers in the country, a seasoned culminating tourney, the smell of popcorn in the air, and hundreds of your closest friends absolutely losing it along with you. That's Fandom U. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA Division I Women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8, March 28th through the 31st in Spokane, Washington. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets. Class dismissed.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show. R&R RV North Spokane is hosting the Grand National RV Show March 13th through the 22nd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show March 13th through 22nd indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing and giveaways. Visit rnrrv.com for more info.
We're on with what's new this morning. What's happening now.
And what's next for you.
Get what's new now and next at 5 and 6 a.m. right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Check out career opportunities at Future Ready Trades Night on April 2nd.
The U.S. Senate passed a stopgap funding bill that will keep the government running through September 30th. House Democrats fought hard to block it, but ultimately failed after Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and 9 others crossed party lines to advance the bill on Friday. Schumer said his vote was to avert a shutdown and not fight the White House and the GOP on a measure he still called a bad bill.
My job as leader is to lead the party, and if there's going to be danger in the near future, to protect the party, and I'm proud I did it.
Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky was the only Republican to vote against the bill. Today, President Trump signed it into law. A strong reaction across the U.S. to President Trump's speech at the Department of Justice. In a rare visit, the president promised to remake the agency, and he called for his legal opponents to be imprisoned. Here's ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang from the White House.
Overnight, President Trump walking into the Great Hall of the Justice Department, lashing out at the nation's top law enforcement agency that investigated and prosecuted him.
We must be honest about the lies and abuses that have occurred within these walls.
The White House billing the speech as Trump's vision to crack down on crime and immigration, but Trump attacking his perceived enemies and airing personal grievances.
They spied on my campaign, launched one hoax and disinformation operation after another, broke the law on a colossal scale, persecuted my family, staff, and supporters, raided my home, Mar-a-Lago.
Even suggesting those who had opposed him should go to prison.
The people who did this to us should go to jail.
Just 1 year ago, the Justice Department was trying to convict Trump of 40 criminal counts for allegedly stealing the nation's most sensitive secrets and then obstructing the government's attempts to get them back. Trump making clear the agency that's meant to be largely independent now answers to him, stacking top positions with his former personal attorneys, firing dozens of FBI agents and top prosecutors who worked on cases against him.
We will expel the rogue actors and corrupt forces from our government.
Meanwhile, the court's pushing back on Trump and Elon Musk's plans to slash federal spending. A federal judge ordering the Trump administration to reinstate 20,000 workers the administration had fired, calling the mass firings illegal. And 21 Democratic states are suing Trump's attempts to gut the Department of Education.
If he doesn't abide by a court order, then we truly do have a constitutional crisis. We have a president who doesn't think that the rule of law applies to him.
Right now, the price of European wine might skyrocket even higher if President Trump goes through with his newly proposed 200% tariff on all European alcohol. Local wine shops in Spokane are warning that this could impact more than just customers. Vino, a wine shop in downtown, says about 1/3 of its product is now at risk. The owner says a 200% tariff would make European wine too expensive, so he wouldn't be able to afford placing it on his shelves anymore. This is something he says can shake up the entire industry.
The people who are selling wine like we are, all of us are affected there. But beyond that, the people who deliver the wine to us, the whole delivery system that gets those wines into the country, they will all be affected. So there'll be people who lose their jobs, there'll be people who lose their businesses.
All they can do now, though, is just wait and hope these wines don't slowly disappear from their shelves. The Federal Trade Commission says it sent $337 million worth of refunds to consumers last year. That's the agency you can contact if a company has scammed you. The FTC's annual report on refunds to consumers breaks down refunds by state. It also has a list of cases. Nearly $100 million went to consumers who were cheated by Benefit Technologies for sham health plans. Well, after the break here, those 2 American astronauts delayed in space for an extra 9 months could soon be coming home. How they could touch back down to Earth and how a Spokane astronaut is helping when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about 1/4 of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
Quality Spas, the little store in North Spokane that sells the most hot tubs and swim spas in the region. Featuring Cal Spas, made right here in the United States, is having a trade-in sale, which means if you have an older tub you'd like to trade in and upgrade to a nicer, newer one loaded with jets, the pros at Quality Spas will give you up to $2,000 for your old one. So you can sit back, relax, and save in a new hot tub for less.
So what are you learning in Moscow?
Well, the class focuses on nuclear energy, neutrons, electrons, managing underbrush to limit wildfires, muons, positrons, especially alpha particles and isotopes.
Well, I'm studying factors affecting healthcare provider recruitment in rural areas. Meaning?
Idaho forests stay healthy.
Veterans get better healthcare.
Limitless energy.
Well, sounds like we're in good hands.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. And we'll always be there on 4 News Now. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff.
Look at that spectacular footage. On Friday, Anne McClain, a Spokane astronaut, blasted off onto a rescue mission to the International Space Station. The launch was originally supposed to take place on Wednesday, but was scrubbed at the last minute due to an issue with the launch pad. They're on their way to rescue 2 crew members who have been stuck up there for 10 months. The NASA astronauts were supposed to spend about a week on board the ISS, but after NASA determined it was unsafe to bring them home on the Boeing Starliner, their mission was extended to 9 months. Here's ABC's Perry Russum with the details.
NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams should soon be heading home after a scrub mission earlier this week. The NASA SpaceX Crew 10 mission successfully lifted off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida yesterday.
I'm happy to report that Falcon 9 safely delivered the crew and Dragon to their intended orbit.
The spacecraft, powered by a Falcon 9 rocket, will dock with the International Space Station late today.
We're going to take it one step at a time and watch the vehicle carefully and watch the crew carefully on the way to rendezvous and docking.
That crew, which includes 2 NASA astronauts, a Japanese astronaut, and a Russian cosmonaut, will stay on the station for roughly 6 months, relieving the current 4-person crew, which includes Williams and Wilmore.
Let's put some fire in this rocket.
The pair arrived in space on an 8-day test flight last June on the Boeing Starliner. That mission stretching to several months after NASA and Boeing brought the Starliner back to Earth without the 2 because of technical issues. NASA insists Williams and Wilmore were never stuck or stranded. Williams has now broken the record for most spacewalking time by a woman at 62 hours and 6 minutes.
I think a lot of people know about our situation, but I also am excited that people are paying attention and understanding a little bit more about science and space.
NASA says the crew should be back home as soon as Wednesday. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Just a remarkable story. And again, a Spokane astronaut on the way up there. That is very cool. And now we've got our eyes on the skies. Some people in the inland Northwest saw a little bit of lightning up there tonight. Here's Jason Valentine. Tell us a little bit more.
Jordan, quickly, would you go to space?
I'm happy watching from here, I think. Yeah.
I would. Send me up.
You want to go?
Let's do it.
You want to go up there? I feel like that's going to be available here in the next 10 years. That could be cool to see up there.
I better save up. Save up. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Folks, it has been a wild day. If you like weird weather, today was it. We saw Groppel. As we said earlier, we saw lightning between Colville and Sandpoint and even a little bit north of Pullman. You could see a little bit of lightning tonight. We've had plenty of winds and snow to greet you this morning. We have more, well, rain-snow mix on the way overnight, and depending on if you're a little higher elevation, you could see a little bit more snow, and if it gets just a little bit cooler, you could see a little more snow like this morning, but most likely not. But still, rain-snow mix all night, and then it will transition into plain old rain, and we'll just see spotty rain tomorrow, just like we saw today in the afternoon. And then it looks like we'll see some clearing as we get into Monday. And for our work week, we should see occasional showers, but some sunshine as well. So a little bit of everything. So on our radar, this is what we're looking at. Again, quickly, right here is where that lightning, quick lightning was to the west of Sandpoint. But we've seen the shower activity move out. But again, we expect another push coming in as we get to, around 11 o'clock or into the midnight hours. I'll get you ready for all of that and your final few days of winter in my full forecast. That's coming up.
Okay, Jason, thank you for that. A lane restriction on eastbound I-90 between the Liberty Lake, Harvard Road interchange and the Idaho state line could slow your commute on Monday. So WashDOT is reducing the lanes to install and test cameras starting around 6 p.m. And this is expected to last until 1 a.m. on Tuesday, March 18th. The attorney of a man arrested by ICE in Spokane Valley believes local law enforcement broke state law. The video of Jason Ruiz Rodriguez and Cesar Ruiz Rodriguez being dragged out of a car has been shared thousands of times on social media. Jason's attorney believes that the Spokane County Sheriff's Office violated the Keep Washington Working Act, leading to Jason's arrest.
I believe that local authorities impermissibly shared information with ICE in order to make this situation happen.
Attorney Kyle Madsen filed a motion to dismiss the criminal charges against Jason this afternoon. In an effort to crack down on the fentanyl epidemic, the U.S. Senate passed the HALT Fentanyl Act on Friday. In 2018, President Trump signed an order temporarily categorizing fentanyl-related drugs as having high abuse potential with no accepted medical use. That's the same way cocaine and heroin are categorized. If the bill makes it through the House and is signed by the president, the classification would become permanent. Being caught with a Schedule I drug brings potentially stiffer penalties.
Under the previous order, the motion...
270 people died from fentanyl overdoses in Spokane County last year, according to the medical examiner. That's 270 empty chairs at the dinner table and countless people who will no longer be able to hug their loved ones because of our ongoing drug crisis. One of those people is Katara Johnson, who is now demanding change days after burying her son, who died from an overdose.
Now I understand the pain of every mother and every father, every family, from losing one of their loved ones to something that they cannot control.
Katara had just celebrated her son Gabriel's 24th birthday on March 2nd. He had struggled with addiction for years and died weeks after being released from an addiction treatment program. Katara is now calling for lawmakers to make it easier for law enforcement to hold drug dealers accountable. And to see why she says the public perspective on the ongoing opioid crisis needs to change, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com. Hope House, a women's shelter that is open 24 hours a day, is now only operating at night. It comes as the 100-bed shelter is in the process of closing its doors for good in July. Hope House offered meals, drug and behavioral health treatment, and employment readiness programs. And now the women who use those services will need to find somewhere else to go. The city says it is in the process of opening 2 more shelters, one for women experiencing domestic violence and one for women that will be at the Knox Presbyterian. The goal is to have these up and running before Hope House closes its doors for good. Coming up in sports, Sydney Berger shows us the Spokane Zephyrs' game-winning goal, plus the newest Velocity player that's making history at 17 years old. That's coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I love your daughter so much.
Are you saying munch?
Yep. He's craving my new Big Smash Jack with more than double the beef of a Big Mac.
I'm in love.
With?
What's her face, right? Get my new Big Smash Jack and so much more.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
There's nothing more fun than owning a Jeep. From Dishman Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Jeep. Girls, they love to have fun. Explore the fun of owning a Jeep. Whether you're dropping the kids off at soccer, just running around town, or spending the day outdoors, there's nothing quite like owning a Jeep. And right now, you can get 20% off MSRP on Jeep Gladiators and Jeep Wranglers when you get a new Jeep from Dishman.
Nothing. Nada.
If you've been injured in a car or truck accident, you don't pay the advocates anything unless we win.
Zilch. Diddly squat.
Donnie, I think they get it. You can stop now.
Great. I was beginning to run out of words.
For March only, buy 1 window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. Schedule your complimentary consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with Dupixent as they welcome the feeling of touch with clear skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal their skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it.
Right now, get 6.49% APR for up to 72 months on a new 2025 Grand Highlander. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Well, we're less than 24 hours away from when the Zags find out their NCAA tournament fate. Welcome into sports. I'm Sydney Berger. Tomorrow, we'll find out where the Zags will play, who they play, and what seed they will be in their 26th straight March Madness appearance. The Zags won the WCC championship, which was their formal lock for a tournament bid and a win that significantly improved their resume. As of today, the Bulldogs are a 7 seed slated to play their first round in Providence, according to ESPN. But all of those predictions become reality starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow for Selection Sunday. Gonzaga has made it past the first 2 rounds and played in the Sweet 16 for 15 years in a row. So obviously they're trying to continue that streak during this tournament run. The Seahawks have reached an agreement to bring Cooper Kupp to Seattle after he was released from the Los Angeles Rams. Kupp is a Yakima native and played his entire college career at Eastern Washington. In his career as an Eagle, he broke 15 FCS, 11 Big Sky, and 26 program records. So if you do the math, that's 52 records in his 52 games at Eastern. He's regarded as one of the best to ever do it in Cheney and will now return to play football in his home state. Kupp's new contract in Seattle is reportedly a 3-year, $45 million deal.
Mina Ekic delivers and finds the winner.
Well, that was Zephyr midfielder Amina Ekic with the game winner in the 93rd minute for Spokane this afternoon. The Zephyr were down 1-2 until Ekic hit a penalty kick shot in the 65th minute. Then with 3 minutes of stoppage time, she hits that stunning free kick to put Spokane on top, beating DC Power 3-2.
Rocky, got a little surprise for you today.
And that's Spokane Velocity head coach Lee Viedman with his arm around 17-year-old Rocky Wells. Rocky is a junior at Meade High School right now and has been training with the Velocity for about a year. He's now the first local youth player to sign with the team under an academy contract, which allows him to keep all of his NCAA eligibility while playing in the pros league. It's a pretty cool story there. We're definitely going to follow that. We're going to check in live look at the Spokane Arena right now. Chiefs just finished their game. You can see the crowd kind of filing out of there, but the St. Patrick's Day festivities were continuing with that home game tonight. Here they are supporting their St. Patty's Day themed jerseys against the Tri-City Americans. They scored 2 goals in the first period to start things off, scoreless in the second, then they actually added 3 more in the final period to beat the Americans 5-1. The first round of the playoffs is approaching, and although they don't know who their first round opponent will be, they know that they will be hosting the 3 and 4 games in the arena on April 2nd and 3rd. So if you want to buy tickets, they go on sale this Wednesday. And if you want to catch them before the playoffs, the regular season ends this next week on the 22nd, but I think their last home game is the 21st. So if you want to get in there before they start playoffs and get some guaranteed games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got some pretty special players on the team this year, so maybe get those tickets before they sell out. All right, Sydney, thanks for that. Stay with us. We'll be right back with another look at weather.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
How do you think this commercial should start?
A calming melody, and it says like what it's like to have an early savings account as a kid, and the star of the commercial will be me.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
It's cool because every month you get to put money in your early savings account.
Do you think you'll make a budget for yourself one day?
Totally.
DECU, we're here to help.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 3 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
This year, turn your backyard into a fun, relaxing paradise. From Quality Spas of Spokane, the little store that sells the most hot tubs and swim spas. Made right here in the United States by Cal Spas.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
Well, check this out from Buffalo Wild Wings. You're looking at what they're calling the B-Dubs Vision Goggles. And so the
B-Dubs?
The B-Dubs, the Buffalo Wild Wings Vision Goggles. I'm not entirely sure what. So I guess you can watch all the March Madness games at once on the Wild Wings' dozens of screens.
The mirrors to the other.
I see.
Yeah.
Kind of like those mirrors you'd see on like bike helmets and stuff. So you can like kind of all around. Is that what I'm seeing there? Okay.
Elvis created these glasses so he could lay down in bed, and he put mirrors on his glasses so he could watch TV and be horizontal.
Is that real?
That's 100% real.
Wow. Okay, see, we both have a cool anecdote now. Mine was the Chicago River. This is a way better Elvis story.
Hey,
so
it's all good. And let's get people ready for, a hunk of burning weather?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Knock on wood.
That was the only one I could think of off the top of my head. Good Saturday evening, everybody. Folks, we are chilly yet again, and we have more cloud coverage starting to build up. We had a little bit of everything today, and that is going to continue into our overnight period. But those winds, they are going to be dying down. We saw gusts up to 41 miles per hour in the Spokane area. So winds will be back to around 10 miles per hour as we get to our overnight period. Rain snow mix overnight continuing. Drier work week ahead, at least for the start. Could see a little bit of a spritz or two, but we're also going to see some sunshine, which we really missed out on today, and staying chilly into spring as we hit spring on Thursday. So right now, this is what we're looking at. We are pretty much free and clear for the moment, at least precipitation-wise, in Spokane. Sandpoint getting a little bit, but we have another push on the way, which is going to be bringing in possibly some lightning. We did see some lightning right around the Connell Sandpoint area, and this system could have a little bit of electricity in it. So as we move into around midnight, we're going to start to see rain snow mix to maybe even a little bit of snow to rain. Then as we move into the next couple of hours, should be about a 3 or so hour pretty much sustained shower system, then kind of off and on as we get to the earlier hours for your morning. And then it is going to be moving out. So you shouldn't see the snow that we saw this morning on your ground, but if you do, it will leave very quickly like it did today. And then we're just going to see some scattered showers into your Sunday evening. Then that's going to move on out. And we're looking pretty good for your Monday. Maybe a little bit of sun breaks, which will be very nice. But again, maybe a little shower activity in earnest returning on the weekend, but could see a little bit of shower activity for your week. So gusts still 29 miles per hour in the Spokane and Spokane Valley areas, starting to slow down in our other regions. And again, right around 10 miles per hour overnight starting in the next couple of hours. So for the week ahead, our average for this time of year is right around 49 degrees. We're still right below it for the week ahead. We have had a cool last 2 weeks, and well, it is going to continue. Tomorrow could see even, again, maybe a little bit of electricity in with the shower activity, but things should be drying up, at least more spotty showers for your afternoon. But overnight tonight, pretty heavy rain snow mix to maybe even a little bit of snow. So tomorrow 45, and then we're going to be right in those mid 40s. As we get to our next weekend, we could see those shower activity return. And on Saturday, yes, we're going to be below that freezing mark overnight. Could see that rain snow mix return. And again, we could see just some spotty showers Monday through Thursday. But wow, it is staying chilly. So we enter spring finally. The equinox is on Thursday, but we're definitely seeming very winter-like as we head into our next weekend. Hopefully we'll get back to the 50s and maybe even the 60s in our next week. But for the week ahead, get ready for chilly conditions and overnight rain-snow mix, but less wind returns.
Yeah, tell you what, pretty wild to wake up to snow this morning. Thanks for that, Jason. And there's still a couple of days left here in winter, but we've got some pretty amazing places that you can get out and start enjoying now in the great outdoors. In this week's Air for Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of an area that has amazing views and some pretty relaxing hiking trails. We're going to show you in our Air for Adventure ride over the community forest in Post Falls.
We love it. We come here probably like 2 or 3 times a week. A lot of different trails, so it's always a variety. They kind of all intertwine, so even if you get off your trail, you'll pretty much end up right back in the same spot. It's just really pretty if you can hike down right by the water. That's our favorite spot. That's usually we head straight down there and hike along the river. Pretty, even in the winter. The trails never really get too bad, so even when there's snow, plenty of room, and most of them are really easy, so she can come with us. It was really nice.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Looking to save on internet and mobile? Get the best of both with Xfinity. Because now you can get Xfinity Internet with unlimited mobile included for $25 a month for the first year. And unlock faster, secure Wi-Fi at home and on the go with Wi-Fi Power Boost. Plus, when you switch from Verizon or AT&T, save over $1,000 in your first year and get a free 5G phone. Switch today and save on internet and mobile. Only with Xfinity.
So, how's college?
Well, I've been researching diseases impacting wheat.
Sustainable infrastructure.
Building and leading a skilled team.
You? Leading a team? So right now we're sort of just focusing on the tensile strength of advanced polymers while under variable loads. Here, hand me those toothpicks.
To make sure we have food to eat. Our businesses in Idaho stay competitive worldwide.
Our bridges stand the test of time.
Wow, glad we've got you on the job.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make 2 feel like 1, or simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin. And fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
It's time for the best deals across the full lineup. F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. You've got Maverick and the North American 2025 Truck of the Year, Ford Ranger, fully prepared.
Did you sleep here last night?
If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. And this crew is Truck Month ready.
Lease a 24 F-150 STX 4x4 for $399 a month for 36, or buy with 1.9% for 36, only at your local Ford dealer.
Well, welcome back, everyone. So rain, snow mix yet again overnight. You could see a little bit of snow on the ground tomorrow morning, but it will soon flitter away. We might see some sun breaks tomorrow, but off and on showers. Then things will clear up a bit, but stay chilly. For Monday, Tuesday, we are staying in those mid-40s, a little below our average as we enter the final few days of winter. I don't mind saying goodbye.
You're ready. You're ready to move on.
I'm ready for the equinox on Thursday.
Yeah. You've been ready since October.
I've been ready my entire life.
Right.
Fake tanning, making it look like I've been in the sun. That's just my hobby at this point.
That's right. I know. Well, the rest of us are just
great
so
compared.
yeah.
I
think we're about
I won't even try.
Yeah. No, we're in the same boat with that. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.